So I died. And I spawned here. Back into a tundra, which is actually good news. I mean, I know where a tundra is, or where I am in relation to my base if I spawn in this tundra, which I seem to do a lot. So, I am heading back. I headed south, as anybody who's been watching the series should know where I am now. I do come across a desert temple in a minute here that I hadn't seen before, actually. So I will probably venture over here to grab their chests later. Obviously, I'm hoping I can get back to my stuff, and at this point I'm feeling fairly confident that I will, but I do want to get back so I can get all my stuff so I don't lose everything that I just spent that time mining. Yeah, make some basic tools, get some stone, get some wood, and I head back down to the caves. My stuff should still be there, which, as you can see right there, it is. So I got everything back, luckily. I feel fortunate that I was actually able to recover everything. So I was lucky that I spawned somewhere that I knew where I was. So I finally installed Craft Guide. This is kind of like the recipe thing in vanilla, or NEI, JEI for modded Minecraft, but Craft Guide is the better than Wolves version of it. So I was looking through, I look through this every now and then when I need stuff. So I'm looking at seeds right there. So I'm leaving my base and collecting hemp. And I collect hemp throughout this entire episode, as you'll soon discover. I am slowly, gaining hemp, because that's probably my biggest focus during this entire episode. So I decided to continue mining. I have that new iron pickaxe. See if I can get some resources or find some more caves. Basically, I've explored a lot of the cave that is actually to the right of where I am right now. So I figured what I'd do is head to the left, just above that third strata, and just to see what was there. So I started digging in that direction. So I found this lava pool, and if you look, I see some gold. And gold is something I really, really need to get to progress in the mod a little bit, because that allows me to get redstone latches and clutches, which I'm going to need when I get to my windmill. So I grabbed some iron along the way, and I mined this gold, and I think I ended up with 6 pieces of gold from this spot right here. I came back to my base to put all the gold and iron down so that, if I died, I wouldn't lose it all. And I went back down into the mines, and I continued along that path. Found some more iron. Found this cave that I very carefully, started to explore a little bit. I was actually very hesitant. At this point, I'm so hesitant to go down into caves. It's amazing how Better Than Rules just makes me, almost scared of, anything. And it goes down. I could have blocked the water off. I didn't. I decided to retreat and go on my merry way, because that didn't seem to be leading to much. I might go explore that later. I continue mining. I come across a mine shaft again. Interestingly enough, I didn't hear any spider sounds, which I seem to always hear when when I find the mine shaft. I finally went and got my pumpkin that I found, a while ago, and I finally decided to plant some pumpkins down here. So that's me getting pumpkin seeds, which I plant. My food levels were getting low, so I went east into that extreme hills. So I spent some time in this extreme hills, killing a bunch of animals. There's still a bunch of cows here. I didn't mess around with the cows, but killed a lot of the chickens. I think I left a couple chickens alive. I saw somewhere that if you hit a cow from the front, they won't kick you. So that was me experimenting with that. And evidently it works. So I wonder if you can just kill cows. Then I found this cave, and there's actually 3 patches of iron. You can see one there, there's one just right there. And there's another one past the lava that I went down to explore. So I grabbed a bunch of iron from this cave. Cooking iron and cooking food in my ovens as I go along. So this night I decided to go fishing, thinking it was a full moon tonight. So I'm going towards my shack, and if you saw that moon there, I'm looking at that and I'm like, that's a full moon. It's not. It's a 3/4 moon. Yeah, again, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Oh well. But I did go fishing this night. So I threw it in there, and unbelievably so, and that I was concerned that the water wasn't going to be deep enough. But actually, I caught a fish. Of course, that slab kind of blocks that, so I might need to change that a little bit. I'd actually break that slab and put it back down. But I only caught 3 fish that night. It's obviously not very good to fish if it's not a full moon. So I built another path across my little river towards where the pumpkins are, just to have another path across the river, make it easier to get to the pumpkins. So in the process of collecting hemp and grinding it into hemp fibers, I need to start planning on where I'm going to build my windmill. And this is my plan. I'm going to build the windmill straight from my base. So I was kind of planning where to place it. I kind of want it behind my base up there. Probably won't be the permanent place, but that is the general idea. So I'm digging up there, and I break into the surface eventually here. But my plan is to ladder up there, have the windmill up there. That I broke onto the surface there. I blocked that off there. And I start placing some ladders up there. So once I have my windmill, I'll be able to place it up there, and I'll go up the ladders to do anything I need. Here's me grinding away, and I do this a bunch of times. I will not inflict the 97,000 times I had to do this, but it takes a lot of food, and that's why I went hunting before, and why I continued to go hunting. I think the next morning I started building up the tower a little bit. That's where the windmill is going to be, so I'm just going to tower up right there, build some kind of platform once I get high enough, and place the windmill. So the windmill will provide me with power, so I don't need to use that hand crank anymore. I did build another hamper, and then I built a bucket, and then I built some iron ingots, which I will show you what I'm going to do with all that iron in a second. So I did grab some water, and I was kind of trying to remember exactly how water works in Better Than Wolves. I thought I knew, but I actually went to, grab some water, then I placed it down actually in the world just to see if it did what I thought it was going to do. And there you go. So water in Better Than Wolves is not a source block. You can place it, but it just dissipates right away. So I made another pair of shears. And then, very excitingly enough, I made some diamond ingots. So you need iron, diamonds, and creeper oysters to make a diamond ingot. And then, even more excitingly enough, I made a diamond pickaxe, my first diamond tool. So that was pretty cool. I mean, that's always a pretty cool moment when you make a diamond pickaxe or diamond anything. So with some of that gold, I made a redstone latch. That is in preparation for my windmill. Then with that water bucket, I went down into that lava pool that I found just a bit ago, and I obsidianized a bunch of it. And with my new shiny diamond pickaxe, I collected some obsidian. So I actually collected, I think, 14 pieces because I didn't remember if Better Than Wolves was evil and cruel or if it was normal vanilla, nether portal. But I collected a few extra pieces just in case. This is me looking up recipes for ropes, the hemp fibers, and the sail. So this is me exploring around, again looking for more iron and coal and all that resources basically. This is a cave that I looked in, a long time ago. So I found this coal and iron that I dug up. Then I went to the other side of that cave, lit it up, saw that iron there, and there's coal down there. So I try to block that off, and a skeleton appears and shoots me, so I run away. Of course, he keeps on after me, because you do not want to mess around with the skeleton. So I'm like scared, trying to figure out what to do. Do I go after him? Well, I have to go after him. I like to die, so I do it frequently enough that, kind of have to do it. So I go down, jump down, and murder him. So then I turn around, and there's another one standing right there. I mean, come on. I mean, how many times do you see two skeletons that close together? So I run away. I try to heal up a little bit. I kind of look around, poke my head around, see if, I'm just healing up here. So I'm slowly creeping forward, slowly healing as well, to see where he is, if I can get to him easily, that kind of thing. So I'm looking around, seeing if he's nearby, trying to be careful, which for me is a challenge sometimes. So I break that dirt block to see if that helps to see him. I poke, and there he is right there. So see if I can hit him from here. I can't. I think I try again, and I can't. So I break that dirt block. And he catches on fire. So he takes a bunch of damage there. But he's hiding under some dirt now, so I'll let him stay on fire for a little bit, then I go down there. And I kill him. Die. Haha. So then I go back. I want to get that iron and coal. So I go back, ready to place, and there's another skeleton. So there's 3 skeletons that have appeared from there. It's like, wow. At this point, I'm wondering if there's like a skeleton spawner or something like that. I mean, that would be actually, well, both scary and awesome at the same time. I don't know. Skeleton spawners in vanilla are awesome. I'm not sure if I want a skeleton spawner and better than wolves, but I don't know. So I hang back for a little bit to heal up a little bit. Then I poke my head down. I see him. So I try to break another dirt block, see if that will help. I break another one, see if that will catch him on fire. It actually does. So he takes some damage as well from the sun. I look around, poke my head down, and go after him. And hit him a few times until I kill him. Then I run down and block that spot off. Then I collected the iron and the coal. Then I was curious to see, if there was a spawner or something down there. So I did grab the rest of this coal. But I was curious to see how deep this went and if there's a spawner down there or anything of interest, of course. So just kind of relatively cautiously look down there, see if there's anything there. And that's it. So there were 3 skeletons that came out of 10 blocks. And they stayed there for the evening. In the morning, a skeleton appeared. So as I cautiously kind of poke my way out, there's another creeper that comes by with a spider attacking me. Then another creeper comes by attacking me. And there's actually another spider beyond that spider. You can see it right there. So there's been 3 creepers and 2 spiders already. Just to get out of a small little hole. And then another creeper. So that's 4 creepers and 2 spiders. This is a very dangerous cave. So with my new shiny diamond pickaxe, I decided to make my way down to diamond level, basically. So I actually counted the blocks down from water level at my base, which would be 64, all the way down to this level. Actually, I don't remember what the top of this level is. I think second strata starts at 50 or something. I don't remember where third strata starts. Probably 30, 35? I don't remember now. I counted it, but I counted all the blocks. Got down to y equals 11, or what I think is 11. And I made a left, which would bring me towards... I was hoping away from all the mine shafts and stuff like that. I didn't really want to deal with that too much. But, I found a bunch of iron. I found a bunch of resources, of course. I think I ended with maybe 30 or 40 iron, a bunch of redstone. As you can see, that's one piece right there that I found. Not too much gold, but a little bit of gold. And you can see I mined quite a bit. I've been hearing the silverfish, throughout, because they kind of sound like spiders a little bit. Or, like spiders walking maybe. Or maybe sometimes they kind of sound like skeletons as well. But I broke into a couple lava pits. This is one of them. And I'm trying to, be relatively careful here. Just poking my head. And I am starting to hear spiders. And I'm hearing a zombie as well. So I'm trying to be somewhat cautious here. I did get to the other side. I poked my head around here. There's another lava pool there. I started looking down this hallway. And there's a zombie right there. So, with the spider sounds, with the zombie there, I blocked that off. I did mine a little bit further along, but I basically turned around. I decided to go the other direction. So, I've turned around now. Found another lava pool. There's a cave up there, which I need to explore at some point. I did not do that this time. But I'll go back and explore that probably. But I grabbed some lapis, and I grabbed some coal. This is a little, section here where there's a bunch of coal, iron, redstone. So it was a nice resource find in this little nook right above this lava. That lava is one level down, so I'm wondering if that is Y11 and I'm actually at 12, which is possible. Well, that's what I got right there, all that redstone. Over 2 stacks of redstone, almost a stack of lapis, 34 iron, stack and a bit of coal, and 2 pieces of gold. So that's not too bad. I mean, I used about half of my diamond pickaxe. Then I went back and placed all my iron and gold on the ground, just for safekeeping, basically. And obviously, I'm continuing to cook that stuff up. As I got back, you can see I already lost one of my hemp, and there's a lot of weeds that I had to kill. I guess I was down in the mines for a while, so that's the concern about that. So I go west, back into that plains, extreme hills to the west of me, where there's that ravine, which I actually am coming up on right now. And I think one of these days, I plan on going down there and exploring that. You can see some iron down there, it's just right there. So I probably will go explore that. But mainly I went there to kill animals. And this actually area has I think I killed 4 brown sheep, which I know in past Better Than Wolves was like important to keep brown sheep alive for trading with villagers. And here's me running back to my little hole, as night falls on me, I'm usually not out this late. I'm usually back in my base way before here. So nothing actually happened, but I was a bit concerned that I was going to get attacked by things. But I got back to my little hole. There it is right there. As I quickly get into it and get to safety. I finally got my first pumpkin grown. I gingerly broke it because I wasn't sure what tool it would require to break, but I guess a stone axe works. And I lost one of my pumpkins from the mining session, I think. The weeds took it over. There's my storage spot for it. I did start to get rid of some of the sand to make my base look a little bit neater anyways. Get rid of all the sand and stone to make it look a little bit better at least. So I got double creeper greeting here. And I'm finally breaking one of these chests. And I actually spent pretty much an entire day taking one chest at a time back to my base. Because those chests are pretty full, so I need to carry all that stuff with me. So I finally placed the new chest down, and I do plan on getting more chests, especially from that desert temple that I saw in the desert after I died. I finally wised up and got a redstone torch, so now I have light that won't set anything on fire. Well, I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't give a lot of light, but gives some. And I started organizing my chests. Got 7 blocks of redstone there. Actually, there was more. And I finally started to get some fabric from the hemp fibers. And this is probably my proudest moment and better than wolves. I can finally do what I've been trying to do for 22 episodes. And that is to make a windmill. So I'm slowly counting up these hemp fibers, trying to figure out how many I actually need, as I slowly try to calculate how many planks I need. Come on, you can do the math. Good job. And I can finally make a sail, which is actually really, really cool. So I made my 4 sails, and I immediately placed them in the crafting bench. I made a windmill. And that is I don't know, that's probably one of the first big tech tree things in this mod. I did make a redstone clutch, which will come in handy shortly. Made some rope and some axles as well, which when I actually place the windmill, which will probably be at the beginning of the next episode, you will see all this stuff go into action. The windmill, the lever, the axles, and the redstone clutch. So that will be the very exciting news for episode 23. And I'm constantly cooking up this iron. I probably should have more ovens, but 6 is what I have, so this is what I've gone with. I've been saying I'm going to expand this, but I haven't yet. That is where I am. Episode 23 will probably be me making my windmill. But I do hope you enjoyed this episode. I think I played for something like 7 or 8 hours actually for this entire video. Something like that. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I snipped all the boring parts, but hopefully you enjoyed it. And until the next episode, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and week and month. And I will talk to you guys later. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.